SafePanda and Bamboo community. Welcome to the Dev Team AMA number 5. We've got a lot to unpack in this one, and we have a ton of questions to go through. So I'm going to make this short and sweet. Let me pass this over to Caleb, our CEO, and he'll get us started.
Yeah, hey everyone, how are you doing? I currently took the Johnson vaccination yesterday, and I'm not feeling the best, so please forgive me if I'm slurring my words. I had a fever last night, but today I'm feeling a bit better, but yeah, not still 100%. So let's get into it. We have some great news. You might see a new face here. We have Nick White here on the bottom right. He is now our acting CTO, and he's amazing. He's London based, and he works for some big clients over there, making sure development projects all work and function clearly and nice. And he'll be joining the team, making sure that the development of our decks and everything else in our development roadmap is running smoothly. So we're super glad to have Nick on board. And then we've also got on our lead developer. His name's Nathan. He's not here in the AMA, but he's our lead developer, and he's also amazing. He's worked on some great stuff like Sushi Swap and some other kind of blockchain projects. And he's a full stack dev. That means he's front and back end. And that's really great to have on as a lead developer, because you can he has oversight over everything. And that team will probably grow over time as well, because decks require a lot of a big team. But he'll be taking the lead role there, and he's working full time for us, which is amazing for our progress. And then we also have another person on our team. His name's Brian, and he is now our social media manager, and he's currently researching and creating a strategy for us to go forward and making sure all our social media is working smoothly. So that's some great news on our side and the core team. And you guys have been sending in questions over on SurveyMonkey, and we're gonna just work through them and answer them for you guys. If Jen, want to go ahead?
And then at the end of this AMA, we're going to quickly hold a brief open question round where you guys can ask us questions that you didn't get a chance to do previously. So with that being said, I'm going to ask the first question to the team here, and that is, when can I expect an update for CMC? Eddie, that's on you.
Awesome. So we've sent over the application for CMC. Pretty much we're just waiting on their replies. We haven't made any back alley deals, which we've noticed some projects do, to get us in front of the queue. We want to go the legitimate route. A lot of these projects that will get into CMC within a couple of days of launching, pretty much they may be an audit issue, or there might be an issue in general with their contract where they'll just pay to get ahead, so they look more legitimate until a rug pull happens or a falling out happens. So we just want to go through the queue to make it as legitimate and authentic as possible for you guys as well.
Perfect. Second question here, guys. Where do you see Angie 3 months from now in terms of popularity, market cap, and adopting Panda and planting bamboo? All right, Nick, this is on you.
Yeah, so as we basically grow, Angie, we're going to have the decks out. We're hoping that's going to be within the next 3 months. Having SafePanda on it, Bamboo, and hopefully any other coins and tokens that are available. Aiming for within the next 3 months, 100 mil market cap. Obviously, that's not our full target. It's just the aim for the 3 months, and bursting straight through that as we grow, and for the long term, yeah.
Perfect. All right, JP, this next one's for you. What team members have left, and what role did they previously hold? Your mic's muted there, brother, so I'm going to pass. Oh, you got it.
The only team member that's left has been Biggs. He was part of the core team initially. But basically, he was a communications director, helping make connections as we started out. But unfortunately, we had to end that relationship after we had a bit of an unprofessional encounter. But we wish him all the best moving forward, and we're glad for all the work he did at the start of the project.
Exactly. All right, question number 4, Caleb, coming back to you. What are we doing to keep the community engaged?
Yeah, so we are sourcing some great community managers to help lead in the Telegram and Discord. So we're trying to really get the community engaged there and create moments for them to get excited about. So that's a core focus of us moving forward. And going into that, when we have great community managers and moderators there, then we can expect that higher engagement there. And then we also have social media management who's constantly going to be creating content for us on our social platforms, and they'll help us there. So there's always movement and stuff to engage with there. And then, yeah.
Perfect. All right, so this next one I'll actually answer. So how many coins are burnt and how many pandas have been adopted? So we have all the information displayed up on our website. Feel free, check us out there. We don't want to dive in too much because we have a lot of other juicy questions to go through. But to give you a little bit more information, Bamboo is constantly performing burns, while SafePanda, we have those manual burn milestones that everyone in our Telegram community knows about. And again, check out our website for all that juicy info. All right, moving on to the marketing questions. When are we going to start marketing? Eddie.
All right, so marketing has already started. So digital marketing is currently testing with geolocations, which platforms work best. So like there's Twitter, there's Facebook, there's Reddit, there's all these social media platforms where we're testing out to see what works best for us and what gets the most engagement. Then we'll be applying more pressure pretty much into spaces that work best for us. For example, if we find we have more interaction on Twitter or more interaction on Reddit, et cetera, we will be mainly focusing on those platforms. In terms of influencer marketing and networks, it's going to start to pick up. We notice certain areas are better than the other in terms of influencers, so we want to make our priority and make the payments, etc., to whoever or which influencer generates the most traction for us as a team.
Perfect. Alrighty. Yeah, Caleb.
Let's run it. We got 3 minutes.
Okay, perfect. Next question. What type of marketing are we going to use so projects can build theirs on our decks? So like, how are we going to get people to come onto our decks?
I'll go on that one. So we'll be targeting so what type of marketing are we going through to use on the project to help build? Okay, so we'll be targeting token creators, tapping into anyone who wants to make a token. This strategy allows for organic growth with the addition of new tokens being into the DEX. And then once we have more tokens joining on that DEX, we see more exposure of SafePanda and Bamboo, which is great. And then also, so people will be working for us. These tokens will be pretty much working for us, pushing their tokens out into the world, and in doing that, then so is the DEX being pushed out into the world. Of course, we have also a lot of we have digital marketing, targeting people interested in creating tokens, and then also potential already existing tokens to also join onto that DEX there.
Perfect. All right, next question coming in is, how come our activity on social media has almost been non-existent? Why don't we have somebody holding the role of the social media to keep it active? I'll answer this one. So as Caleb stated at the start of this AMA, we actually did hire a social media manager. His name's Brian. We just recently welcomed him onto the team, so he's going to be taking over all of our social media platforms, and we're super excited to see what he has to offer for us.
Cool.
All right. Let's see. What's the next section here? DEX section. Alrighty. So, will Angie eventually be independent from the Binance Smart Chain network?
Yes, eventually it will be. That is our goal. On launch, it's gonna be still existing on BSC, but then it will eventually have its own blockchain there. That takes time, and we're working towards that.
Exactly, long term. Next question under DEX is, have you already talked with other charity token projects that are interested in listing on our exchange?
Yes, we have. We already, like the charity token community is really, really great, and we're actually all talking with each other. And we already have a network of existing charity tokens interested in joining the DEX when it's ready.
Perfect. And then, since we're talking a lot about the decks here, when can we expect the decks to be fully finished and functioning? You know what, Nick, this is on you.
Yeah, that's going to be a burning question for a long time. So yeah, I mean, we're definitely hoping for something like 3 months. Kind of what I mentioned earlier. Obviously, with development, anything can happen. But 3 months is our aim. But obviously, we need to make sure this is right. So full-blown testing and everything like that. So if that goes longer, but 3 months is our aim.
All right, perfect. JP, you want to take this next question? Why would they build on our decks if they can do it on BNB, which is well known and trusted to some degree?
Good question. Basically, we take away the learning curve required to launch on the PCS. Our community is strong and we're growing every day, and we will work closely with the token creators to make a better experience for everyone. PCS has failed a lot of people in that regard, and obviously we don't want to do that. So for existing tokens, we are specifically tailored for these token mechanics. PCS has been good to some degrees, but we have made it more difficult over time.
Exactly. All right, moving into the coin queries. All right, JP, I'll let you fire these off.
Okay, so is SPND dead, guys? I'll give that to Caleb.
No, it is not dead. If you think it's dead, you're crazy. We've got so many plans for the future. Stick around.
Well, next question. How long before we can see the price on PancakeSwap?
I feel like we've answered this question like 8,000 times, but it's okay. We'll answer it 8,001 just for you. Once we get listed on CMC, the price will be listed on PancakeSwap.
Cool. Next question. Bamboo, what is this currency to be used for? So far, it only has charges but no gain. So you buy it at 10% loss no matter how long you hold.
Yeah, so the development roadmap for Bamboo has some great use cases to be used in retail and e-commerce. We really believe it's a future digital currency that what's so exciting about is it has no carbon footprint whatsoever, thanks to our tokenomics. But actually it even has a positive influence on the environment, because with tree planting, rather than taking away and using energy that from the earth, we're actually, through planting trees, supporting the earth. And that's a really, really powerful use for a digital currency. And so we believe that's the future, and we're really pushing for Bamboo in e-commerce and in retail. And we're going into detail with all the development roadmap for Bamboo over time, especially once we start entering our decks.
Cool. Okay, next question. SafePanda can be staked and earn Bamboo plus grow. Is there any plan on making Bamboo synergy within the ecosystem?
Yeah, so but BNBO also has, which we can go into later, will have like a governance kind of role in the DEX, where it can be used for voting. For example, which tokens should we join or bring onto the DEX, which is super exciting for Bamboo. And then also it would also help out with lowering gas fees, so it has like a use case there as well. But that all these details will come out once we go more further into the tips.
Okay, next one, I'll pass this one to Jaden. Will SafePanda holders receive any types of static rewards for any other tokens that trade on the future decks?
Well, see, so that's right now, that's still up for discussion. Perhaps as we work along and get further towards our decks, we'll create a tier system to help with some LP. But at the same time, we don't want to necessarily have that for all of the tokens that are on there, because we want it to be exclusive, right? Otherwise, if everybody has access to it, what's the point? But we also want to make it appealing for token creators to join. So with that being said, we're going to have certain things out. But again, we said the DEX is 3 months-ish away, so we can't really give you guys too much exact details on that now. But perhaps in future AMAs, when we get closer to being released, we'll have more information on that.
Cool. And the next question kind of ties in, if you want to take it again, Jaden. It's just how will SafePanda and Bamboo holders benefit from that?
Oh boy. Okay. Well, a lot. You guys are going to benefit a lot. So from day one, we've always wanted to be like about our community. We love our community because without here, we couldn't, or without you guys, we wouldn't be here. We couldn't do this without you. So we're building our decks based around these tokens, and as the decks grows, our tokens grow as well. So like Bamboo and SafePanda, for example, right now, they're synergistic. And then as they grow in value, like SPND is required for LPS, so more is being bought, and that's going to increase that amount over time. And then Bamboo is going to more focus on like benefits and trading on the actual decks, if that makes sense.
Cool. Nice answer. All right, last one. I'll give it to you, Eddie. What exchanges are you guys currently trying to pursue on getting listed? Will you guys integrate those tokenomics?
So we've been speaking to many exchanges, and many exchanges have actually reached out. Everything from Chinese exchanges, Europe exchange, etc. There's a lot of conversations happening in the background, so we're just kind of discuss and see what the best path for the community and our tokens are. Right now, Bamboo is going to be most likely be listed on other exchanges, while SafePanda needs to be focused for the DEX, as the DEX for SafePanda is the main concern and the main project for our organization or our company, technically speaking. Tokamaks typically don't work on other exchanges. It just provides another trading opportunity for investors as well.
Yeah, cool. That's awesome. Right,
Perfect.
to Caleb.
Yeah, cool. We can go into some questions now in the live stream. If we have any, do we have any lined up there?
Let's see here. Caleb, hey, that's Zoom timer, eh?
I know, I'm looking at it. Maybe
All right, so guys, just real quick, if we do get cut out, we're going to continue the question period over in our Telegram. This pesky Zoom only has a timer of 40 minutes right now, and we unfortunately have less than a minute left. So again, we're just going to move this over to our